So I finished Stillness is the Key by Ryan Holiday, and I don't think it's a book about stillness at all. I think it's a book about making time for what matters. Because today our problem isn't a lack of information, it's a lack of space. We're constantly consuming, reacting, scrolling, chasing the next improvement, yet we're wondering why we're still so anxious all the time. So because of that book, this week I'll be making some changes, and here are the major lessons that I plan on taking with me. The biggest idea that I took away is that stillness is not about doing nothing. It's about giving yourself space to think. Without quiet, your mind stays busy and you never find that clarity. Without quiet, your mind never catches up. You stay busy, but you never become clear. And I've realized that's something I'm struggling with because I love optimizing my life. New systems, new books, new goals. But if I'm constantly adding new things in, then my identity does not have time to settle. Stillness gives that room for your identity to grow. Most anxiety comes from living somewhere other than where you are in this moment. You're too busy regretting yesterday. You're too busy dreading tomorrow. You're too busy imagining every possible outcome. And the book has you come back to presence. Focus on what's in front of you, the work that you're doing, the person that you're talking to, the meal that you're cooking, whatever it is, that's enough. Ryan Holiday is the spokesperson for journaling, not for productivity, but for observation. Watching your own thoughts, watching your impulses, watching your emotions. And instead of reacting immediately, asking yourself in the moment, what story am I telling myself? What's actually true? That awareness is what creates space. The book isn't really about productivity, it's about being a better person, being compassionate, being useful, not judging everyone around you. You don't have to agree with them, but you can understand them. I want to spend less energy criticizing other people and more energy focusing on working on myself. One thing that I'm constantly forgetting is that you don't have to say yes to everything. Stillness requires boundaries. It requires sleep. It requires rest. It requires recovery, walking away from things that drain you. Sometimes saying no is really saying yes to what matters most. Instead of trying to overhaul my entire life, I'm trying to work on making small, gradual changes. Journaling consistently, building more than consuming, creating and using my own nutrition planner, keeping my routines simple enough that I actually stick with them, and leaving enough space for my identity to catch up. I'm trying to stop chasing constant novelty and instead let the boring repetition do its work. The final lesson that I wrote down while listening to the book was this: mind empty, heart full, body busy. I think that's a pretty good description of the life that I want to build. Not one that's constantly optimized, but one that's present, one that's useful, one with enough space to notice how beautiful life already is. And if I can build that, I think that everything else will take care of itself. And I want to end this video with an experiment that I plan to follow this week, and I hope you do as well. So just ask yourself, you can do it once during the end of the week or daily, whatever you'd like. Ask yourself 3 questions. What am I keeping? What am I changing this week? And what am I leaving behind? Ask yourself these questions and use it to course correct, and let me know how it goes. Otherwise, I'd love to hear about your thoughts in the comments below. Otherwise, let me know what small step you plan to take today.